In our first year, we earned a national championship and created a fun and friendly community for both competitive and casual gamers. We're learning broadcasting, digital marketing, and live stream technology, skills that translate to real-world job opportunities. Everyone wins. Be a Maverick. Learn more at mnsu.edu. We're students at Minnesota State Mankato, and we had a big idea. Turn our love of gaming into a varsity esports team. In our first year, we earned a national championship and created a fun and friendly community. Be a Maverick. Learn more at mnsu.edu.
Welcome to the Gaming and Esports facility at Minnesota State University Mankato. Located in the lower level of Wesleyan Hall, this space encompasses over 4,600 square feet. The equipment here is cutting edge, featuring PCs with top-of-the-line AMD CPUs and NVIDIA GPUs, Logitech Pro peripherals, and Zowie monitors. This space supports everything from varsity esports and LAN events to casual gaming and student-run clubs. We play hard and work hard, providing students the opportunity to build skills, find community, make friends, gain leadership experience, and more through student involvement, volunteer and employment opportunities, and varsity teams. At the heart of our facility is the Gaming and Esports Lounge. This ultimate hangout space is open to all students and has tons of comfortable and flexible seating options. Students gather here to collaborate, study, game, and relax. It serves as an event space and a hub for student-run clubs to meet. Next to the lounge is the open play area. This space is available for all Minnesota State Mankato students to game at no cost. Equipped with PCs capable of supporting all the latest games. Adjacent to the lounge is the esports competition stage. This is a dedicated space for esports matches outfitted with state-of-the-art machines for high-intensity competition. This room is capable of hosting online and in-person LAN events, complete with a functional garage door and audience seating that allows spectators to be a part of the action. Behind the competition stage is the broadcast studio, a cutting-edge space designed to deliver top-tier live streams run by specialized student teams. High-definition cameras, custom lighting, and green screen capabilities create an immersive viewing experience. The control room is equipped with the latest technology for seamless broadcasting and real-time graphics integration. The final area in our space is the Varsity Esports Training Facility. This is an exclusive for varsity teams and coaches to practice, train, and review VODs between matches. It features the same high-quality machines and peripherals as the competition stage, ensuring the best experience for players.
Thank you, everyone, for joining me for this wonderful matchup of Overwatch for the junior varsity team for us, our Minnesota Mavericks for Overwatch 2. They have trusted me to fly solo. My name is Old Man Dorf, or better known as Colin in some circles. And we're here to hopefully watch a very interesting game. I know that this JV team has really picked up their slack and they're starting to figure things out. Unfortunately, their scrims haven't been the best, but shout out to them for putting in the hard work, and we'll get those results pretty quick here. I'm looking forward to this. This should be a quite interesting matchup. I think this has the very good capabilities of seeing a win pull out for our JV team against Texas Wesleyan today. Thank you guys for joining us. Shout out to Gillette Pepsi for keeping us hydrated and making sure that our gamers are all ready to go here. And we're going to be checking out to see how this is going to go. We're going to do a great job here, just like our teams today. Following up with our JV game, we have our varsity team going up against also a very good team, which I will pick up here in a second. Shout out to them. Our Overwatch varsity team is doing great work out there as well. I don't think we've dropped a single game yet. I think we've dropped a map, but not a game. So shout out to them for being incredible gamers. Yeah, Texas Wesleyan Rams, it looks like. Looking forward to this. Should be a pretty interesting game. And I have full faith that we're going to get this W. They are trusting me to fly solo, so if it's going to seem a little awkward, that's going to be on me. But I get to try to carry all the conversations all by myself. But if anyone can do it, it's your boy Old Man Dorf, and I've got all the scoops for you as much as you need it. Looking at the games, it looks like we're going to be loading into Luang Tower for our first map. Looking forward to seeing how we interact with how each team interacts with each other, and gonna see who takes the top spot. I believe this is take the point. I could be wrong. We're about to find out. We're assembling our heroes as we speak. Shout out to everyone's favorite Overwatch characters in the chat. Whoever's in the chat, please tell us who your favorite Overwatch heroes are. It could be anybody. Mine's personally Roadhog. I love the big Aussie with the get over here hook and the baby shotgun. Look at that. You can see some nice little artwork here. Looks like Torbjorn and Mercy are happy. Oh, look at the all big happy family here. Love it here. Looks like our team is going with Diva, Kiriko, and a few other amazing friends like Genji and Reaper. We're on with the Diva right now, walking around here. Kyo is doing some looking around. We're here with Mr. Boy here with the Reaper. Looking forward to this as we count down to get into this scrimmage of this first round. Looking forward to it. Activating objective. Genji and everyone's moving forward towards this control point, which unlocks here in 20 seconds, and I'm looking forward to watching the insane action that unfolds here. And we're getting started here. We're watching. We're on board with looks like Kiriko doing some really good work with her kunai here. Oh, and here comes the push from the Diva as Mysteries takes down Demon Foxboy. Cloud responds by taking out the Ferox, aka Genji. Loving the work here. This the new character looks incredible for this matchup here. Slinging some kunai, responding, staying away from the angry monkey. Does not. As Master Play gets taken out by Ibri, doing some pretty good holding the point here from Texas Wesleyan. Unfortunately for us here, as the Diva is really picking it up, trying to pick up some health, regain some health before we go back in here. Looks like we're trying to reset, trying to find our bearings here for Minnesota State Mavericks. Your Mavericks here are really trying to figure this out. Reaper doing some little work. I always love the fact that he throws it away. Look out, a very angry monkey incoming. All right, we're back with the Genji. We're watching the Genji. Oh, it's Doomfist. I apologize to everyone. That is a Doomfist, not a monkey. Shout out to Doomfist and his abilities to punch people really, really hard. As Genji's just spreading damage out. I am really disappointed in the fact that Doomfist... Oh, as Ibri takes two. And Mysteries box up Foxboy. Master Play and Kiriko get caught by Doomfist's wiles and ways. Sai takes out Mysteries, but Ibri takes out Kiriko. And this Doomfist is really putting in the work as a tank. I was gonna be very disappointed in the fact that Doomfist is now a tank, because back in my days he wasn't. Back in my Overwatch 1 days, and I did enjoy using him, but unfortunately now that he uses a tank spot. I'm not really too keen on using him as the D.Va's pushing and the Wu Ying is doing some occasional work up here. D.Va's interacting, trying to take some health off that Doomfist. Unfortunately, Texas Wesleyan's got 67%, and it's not looking good for our Mavericks. But if anyone can do it, it's this Mavericks team. As D.Va pushes into the hard spot, and he's getting loaded into here. We're back with Genji. Oh, nice reflex. And unfortunately, the other team, Texas Wesleyan's getting almost a full team wipe here, and does get the full team wipe. So it looks like they are going to take the spot here, this first control point, as it is 95% to go. But shout out to this Texas Wesleyan team. They have showed up and they are here to play, as the first objective is taken by Texas Wesleyan. Unfortunately for our Mavericks, and this was not a good opening round for us here, unfortunately. Shout out to that Doomfist for putting in a lot of work there and cleaning up the kills that were getting assisted on there. It looks like they're both teams are running Wu Yang, the new character, who I believe is, drum roll please for those who are, Wu Yang. Thank you for those who actually did the drum rolls for me. We're going. Each team are looking pretty similar here. Looks like we're switching. Looks like there's a Symmetra. Loving that. The nostalgia button press of it is really making me happy. Any changes from your Mavericks team? Does not look like it. Looks like we're just going to go right into the fray here as Wu Ying slides towards the next point, which unlocks in 20 seconds once again. Shout out to my ability to catch that. Ooh, we're already getting some interactions between the teams here, as Texas Wesleyan is already instigating some action here. Oh no, the Reaper gets taken off by the Doomfist impact, and it is we already lost one character. Control point still yet to be unlocked, is now unlocked, as Texas Wesleyan looks like they're going to hold the point and start getting the percentages. Good work by Kiriko here, trying to be mildly annoying, trying to get to the spot, making sure that we can do things. Ferox takes down Kiriko. Kyo. Looks like both of them got it, which is intriguing. Demon Foxboy gets taken out by Winner, who gets a double piece with the Wu Yang, and then Ibri takes out Sai. And then Ibri takes out Master Play, and you hate to see it. This is not looking good here. This is a very, it looks like Texas Wesleyan is here to play once again, ladies and gentlemen. This point is being very difficult. This is very difficult for Minnesota Mavericks to bounce back from this particular position. But if I said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. If anyone can do it, it's this JV team, who is very, very scrappy. But this Doomfist is pushing out, trying to take as much health as he can from the D.Va. As D.Va takes Wu Ying takes out Mysteries and Doomfist, so he pushed a little too far. Looks like Cloud flew off, but Sai picks off Verox. Nice work by this McCree here, as he gets taken down. Foxboy just missing the triple triggers and taken out by the Doomfist again. Genji is going after their aerial player right now. And Doomfist has come back in it, and Ibri takes out Kiriko with a nice punch, and Verox takes out Masterplay. Mirror Series takes out Sai. Unfortunately for us, it is still not looking good here. Oh, nice takeout by Ferox. Gets a nice two-piece on Kiriko and Cloud. It is 65%, unfortunately, for your Minnesota Mavericks, as Texas Wesleyan is mopping us up here. This is brutal to watch if you're a Mavericks fan. But if you are a Rams fan, this is exactly what you want to see. As everyone's trying to regain some health, trying to instigate. It looks like Genji's trying to push a little bit. Unfortunately, gets some health loss. Nice job skating here. Unfortunately, looking not so great here for the Mavericks. It's 87 something. You got to do something here, boys. You guys can do it. Oh, nice job taking the point. Looks like it's finally contested here. Oh, and there's the Way of the Dragon. Loving some Bruce Lee work here as Cloud takes down Verox and Kiriko takes down Winner. Ooh, this is going to be close. It looks like overtime's going to it. As your Minnesota Mavericks take the point, and are now slowly gaining, as Texas Wesleyan has to respond here. Otherwise, we might be able to make a very good comeback here, and this would be huge for the JV team, I gotta say. Shout out to this JV team for bouncing back as well as they have. Cassidy doing some reloading here. I apologize for calling him McCree. That's how old school I am here, as Cassidy's doing some good work, getting some reloads, taking some pot shots here, as the way of the Dragon kicks in and eliminates him, and Ferox takes Cloud but gets answered here. Kiriko takes out Crispy. Ibri takes out Sai, and Ferox responds by taking out Master Play as well. As it is, unfortunately, it's down there. Everyone's down except, well, I guess all four of the 5 are back. But it's not looking good as they're trying to take the point and get it back up to 100. Nice job by the Genji here, sliding in like he's a baseball player in the playoffs. But Ferox takes out Cloud. Winter takes out Sai, who's in the spot. And unfortunately, it looks like, nice job by the D-Bug taking the spots the way that we can keep this alive. But Crispy takes out Master Play, and Ibri takes out Demon Foxboy. So it's not looking good for your boys here, the Mavericks. But every time I say that, they do a good way to bounce back, and unfortunately this time it was not to be. As we go down in 2 straight spots here, and I believe that means they take the first round, and that's really rough for the Minnesota Mavericks. They looked like they finally found a way to try to come back, but it just wasn't enough as the dominance by this Texas Wesleyan team and this Doomfist has been incredible. I can't say enough about that team. It's been very, very impressive work by this Texas Wesleyan JV team as your Minnesota Mavericks are down 1-0 here. Hi, guys. Welcome back to the booth. My name's Old Man Dorf, sometimes known as Colin, and I appreciate you joining us here today for this JV matchup for the Minnesota State Mavericks taking on Texas Wesleyan, and I'm assuming they're the Rams. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, please. I would like to learn more and know more about this. And I'm really hoping that we can do a very good job of bouncing back because that was a really rough round. That Doomfist locked in, did exactly what he needed to. The Genji was right proper getting in the mix there, and it was very rough to watch as if you're a Minnesota Mavericks fan. Minnesota State Mavericks fan, I gotta say. Well, before we get back into the second round, I would like to shout out once again Gillette Pepsi. Keeps us nice and hydrated and energized as we play our games here at the esports center here at the basement of WeSync. We love our Rockstar, we love our Pepsi and all our Pepsi products, and without them, we would be even less good than most people are. Exactly, because I'm bad. I'm pretty bad at most video games. I am gonna shout out my little bit of skill. I finally got almost a top 8 in Smash Brothers, but unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be for me in this week. I do have to say our Overwatch 2 teams have been on a roll. I was watching the JV team doing some scrims earlier this late last week, and they were looking pretty sharp. Unfortunately, Texas Wesleyan didn't care about that work you put in, and they made sure to send a message with it. And very much so, unfortunately for us, as we're waiting to see what happens here. Looks like we're getting just about ready here to get into round 2. I gotta say, I'm very much enjoying this game. I really need to start playing it. Shout out to Overwatch 2 and Blizzard for making this game a lot more interesting than I thought it was when it came out. I did not think it was going to be as successful as it is. Even I think it's 5-6 years in the game now, maybe 4. I'm old, so my memory is a little fuzzy sometimes with how some of these games when they come out. But shout out to Blizzard. They made sure that their success from Overwatch 1 wasn't it wasn't as it's like comparing sorry, brain farting. I apologize everyone that's watching at home. I'll be back. Terminator movies. It's like comparing 1 and 2. The first one is a masterpiece, but the second one is just more fun and action-packed. And I kind of feel the same way about how the comparisons between Overwatch 1 and 2. Thank you for... you guys can feel free to roast me in the chat for my huge, humongous brain fart right there. But we're going to get back into it pretty soon here, it looks like. Let's see, what else can we talk about? You and me friends here. I got to shout out all the video games that are coming out lately. Shout out to Pokemon Legends ZA that's coming out here in the next couple weeks. Looking forward to that. Have pre-ordered it, and I'm ready to get my Pokemon on. Here at the Esports Center, I know our Rocket League team has done pretty good. Valorant picked up 1 of 2 wins last week, which was always a very good thing and very impressive. Our JV Smash Brothers team unfortunately couldn't pick up the win against their opponents. And if memory serves me right, watching the stream last Wednesday, our Rainbow Six team, Siege team, picked up the win 2-1 against their opponents, which was also very impressive considering how badly they got mollywopped in the second round. But they did a really good job of carrying rounds 1 and 2. We're just waiting on the start of the next round here, hopefully pretty soon. As we are here in WeSync, so if you guys are ever bored, come on down and join us for Open Play, which is 10 to 6 on the weekdays. Come on down, play some sweet video games such as the game you're watching right now. You can play some League of Legends, you can play some Rocket League, whatever feels your fancy. And you can come on by, and if you see me, feel free to come by and say hi. I don't bite all that hard, and I always like talking with new people. It always makes me feel validated in my existence. So please, if you're on out there, come on in, come on and say hi. I'm sure that we'll love to take you out down here. Let's see. How could I transition over to here? Looks like you can stay updated on matches, events, and more by signing up for the email via the QR code that is posted up here. Shout out to our wonderful, wonderful production team for finding me new things to talk about over there. Thank you, guys. But making me looking smooth and handsome. Look at those fine young fellow humans back there. You all are wonderful, and I appreciate you. Making me look and sound as impressive as I do, despite the balding and the receding hairline gene I've got. As look like we're going to go to Atlas for this next match for Flashpoint, and I'm really looking this map looks gorgeous, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what it's going to look like. Please stay with us, friends, as regardless win, loss, or draw here, we're going to be moving on to our varsity team at 7:30, and I believe they're facing this. I still need to get the research on that, but it looks like we are going to Atlas, and it's going to be. This should be a very, very fun matchup, as we're assembling our heroes here for both teams. Looking around, looks like we're at a beautiful either train depot, I think, as our wonderful. The person who's wonderfully operating the camera is showing us around this gorgeous, gorgeous map. Shout out to you, Maverick. Thank you so much for showing us these wonderful views. It looks like this is there's a yacht. Be sure to warn the whales here. They might have to take it out here. As we're getting ready for some battling here, as everyone's picking their characters. It looks like we've gone with instead of the Diva, we've gone for the Zarya matchup. Kiriko and Wu Ying is back, along with Cassidy and your boy Genji, as the opposing team has gone with Genji, Cassidy. Is that my man's over there? Is that the big man with the hammer, whose name I'm blanking on because I'm abysmal at this, evidently? But I will do my research, and when we come in for Overwatch 2, I will guarantee you I will know pretty much all of the characters' names here, as we are attacking the first flashpoint here. As both teams are getting skirmishy here. It looks like we're doing some good work here. Wu Ying's doing some pretty good damage here, getting some pretty good health heals here. As Cassidy's doing some work, gets a nice crispy headshot on Crispy. Mysteries answers by taking out Sai over here with a nice punch. Both Cassidys are looking a lot better in this round than the last round. Zarya's doing some big blast, doing some blast in here, going full Danny DeVito. As my fellow old man over here with the hammer is doing some shielding up here. As we are in strict, both the point is contested. Unfortunately for us, it is getting slowly raised up by Texas Wesleyan here. Zarya doing some good work, being proper annoying, doing what you need to on the tank. As Ferox takes out Demon Fox, and Cloud gets a two-piece on Ferox and Mysteries. Kyo takes out the opposing tank, and it is all Mavericks all the time right now. As there's only one hero, he gets Cloud takes out Winter. It looks like it's Wu Ying on Wu Ying violence, and I fully support this for our lovely Minnesota State Mavericks. I almost had a Freudian slip about Texas Wesleyan being dominant, and I apologize, but our Mavericks are looking really good and are bouncing back really well in the second round. Oh man, this is getting very intriguing as Texas Wesleyan is trying to get a new push here, and Kiriko's just throwing some kunai. And Mysteries takes out Master Play, and Demon Fox, boy, he gets taken out by Ferox, but Sai takes out Winter. Ibri takes out Cloud, and it is tank v tank battles here. And as a fellow tank, I love it, but unfortunately our tank gets taken out here, and Sai takes out Crispy, but Ibri takes out Sai. So it is not looking good as 80% to 50, for this first flashpoint, and it is not looking good for your Mavericks. But again, I'm a broken record here, folks. As if anyone can do it, it is our JV team here. It is overtime, as everyone's getting some shots in, trying to see what you can pick off. Nice shots there, almost some decent shots there by the Cassidy, as one Cassidy takes out another here. Oh, and Verox is doing a very good job of sweeping out Master Play, and Sai takes out Winter, but Mysteries takes out Sai in response. Kiriko takes out their tank as Genji's getting laser beamed here. Mysteries takes out Cloud again, and the Zarya is really taking a lot of damage and trying to keep this flashpoint up, but unfortunately it's not enough. As Texas Wesleyan takes the first flashpoint, and now everyone slowly transitions over to the next flashpoint. And Minnesota State needs to take this flashpoint, otherwise it's big trouble in Little China here. Well, I suppose it's big trouble in little wherever the map is, and it looks like it's in the Middle East, so I'm completely wrong with that. Shout out to movies from the 80s being entertaining. As we slowly take damage, and the Wu Ying takes out Crispy. Good job for you, Cloud. Looking really nice here. As we're getting tank-on-tank violence, attacking the flashpoint. We have the flashpoint. Genji's going after the Cassidy. He does not take out Cassidy, but the Genji on Genji violence does end up as a win for the Mavericks. This is a very good work here, as the Mavericks do have the hard point, but we did lose Sai for a little bit there. The flashpoint is getting slowly progressed, and you love to see that from your Mavericks team. Nice secondary blast by the Zarya here, being proper annoying, and oh, you even know his name. I can see him and everything. Kiriko is doing some damage. Everyone's doing a little bit of poking to their tank as Zarya bubbles and gets some healing. Doing some pretty good advancing work here, trying to push their tank off the flashpoint. And the Tracer's doing some pretty good work here on their tank, as Kiriko takes out Winter and Masterplay takes out Venox. So this is doing really good work here as Sai gets taken out by Crispy, but we're still up, and we still have the flashpoint. It is 81% to nothing. We love to see this. This is a very nice bounce back considering how that first flashpoint went. But looks like we're going to take that first flashpoint. Shout out to our wonderful JV team, as it is 1-1, as we do in fact take the spot. But unfortunately, it looks like the other flashpoint is on their area, as their tank is doing a really good job of holding fire and pushing and slowly making the crawl back to the next flashpoint. Tracer getting some shots off, reloads, just reminding them, hey, I'm here. Just letting you know. You may not have remembered, but my name is Tracer, and I am still here. Very good work here as Genji's trying to getting in here. Gets a nice slash. Oh, but it's high noon. You hate to hear that noise when you're not playing as Cassidy. Kiriko gets some damage, getting some damage in. Zarya giving out some damage as Mystery takes out Sai. This Cassidy is really doing some good work on this Genji on our Genji man here, Sai. As Mysteries takes out Demon Foxboy, but Masterplay takes out Venox. So you like to see it. We're doing some pretty good work here, but neither team can get the flashpoint, but there are 3 people on it, so they get it. Oh, it's pinned. Unfortunately, tank-on-tank violence is not looking good for our Mavericks esports team here, JV team. As we're getting back here, they have full control of the spot. Nice deflection right there as Ferox takes out Cloud, and Genji once again. This Genji takes out another character here. He's doing a very good job of getting the finishes. As Ferox, we do not come out on the victory end of this Genji v Genji battle. Demon Foxboy takes out Crispy, and Masterplay takes out Genji. But Ferox bounces back with a nice kill on a nice frag on Masterplay, and tank violence does not go well as Kiriko gets taken out by Ibri. And it is not looking good for the Minnesota State Mavericks here for this JV team. It is 65% and growing inch by step by step, because this everyone's waiting to get back in here as Tracer can't really push in that situation. It would have been 5v1, and is not something you want to do as a nice light wifty character. It is 90%, and Minnesota Mavericks need to do some pushing here as soon as they can, as the Tracer is doing some heck of damage here on the Cassidy. Sai takes out Crispy, and Ibri takes out Demon Foxboy, but Sai takes out Crispy and Mysteries. So the Genji is really getting back and putting some work here. Nice job by Kiriko to finish off the Verox, and as Verox takes out the Kiriko. I got to say, this is a really good bounce back so far for this flashpoint by the Minnesota State Mavericks against Texas Wesleyan. Unfortunately, Texas Wesleyan is at 99%. So if there's any way for the Texas Wesleyan to take the spot again, there's probably round/match over. As we look here, and we're on board here with Kiriko, aka Master Play, just throwing her kunai all over the place. Remember to pick up your kunai after the game. So we do not like littering here in this public domain. As Winter takes out Sai, but Master Play takes out Verox, and he gets stunned. Oh no! Ibri gets a two-piece with the hammer. This is the Hammer Bros all over it. It was Winter and Ibri take out Cloud and Kiriko, and this is not looking good for Minnesota State Mavericks. As they take the second flashpoint, it is 2-1 on the flashpoints for this map. We're loading into the next flashpoint. Lux here in 30 seconds. And if you're Minnesota State Mavericks, you really need to figure out a way to get their tank backed off here. I apologize once again, folks, for not remembering what their other tank's name. He is guaranteed to be in the first one, but for whatever reason, my old brain is not connecting synapses here. Shout out to Kiriko here, slinging some damage with those kunai. Wu Ying just throwing some orbs of water, showing them the way of water. As Mysteries takes out Sai, unfortunately, and you hate to see it here. Oh, and Winter takes out Cloud. No. Ooh, looks like Zarya's doing some damage, but there's the healer is doing what they're supposed to do here. Winter takes out Master Play with a nice Falcon punch right there, gotta say. Unfortunately for our Mavericks, as Zarya gets pinned off by their tank, so it's tank v tank. Unfortunately, there was a very good job of pushing our tank off the spot, so that way Texas Wesleyan can slowly take this flashpoint. All right, and Kiriko gets taken out by Cassidy. Nice headshot there, unfortunately. And if you're Minnesota State Mavericks, you are not happy with that. As Wu Ying takes out Mysteries, Yipuri takes out Sai, and Kiriko takes out Verox. So Minnesota's doing a really good job of getting in there and trading. Demon Foxboy gets a nice frag on Winter here, as the Tracer takes out. Oh my goodness gracious! It is a blue-sided one-sided matchup here for this flashpoint, as your Minnesota State Mavericks take four frags in a row here, and the hard point. Sorry, excuse me, flashpoint. There is a difference here, folks. And we are slowly trying to rein it in back. It looks like Texas Wesleyan is going in slowly and methodically here, trying to take back the spot. Genji doing a really good job of being annoying, though. Nicely done here as we go all the way back to the Tracer. Tracer with the flashback here, and firing guns, getting some damage in when they need to. Nice job by the Zarya. Oh, and I say that, and I open, and unfortunately it does not get the finish. But Sai, Foxboy, and Cloud getting some frags. Vianox Crispy but the tank takes out 2. Mysteries takes out Sai, and Winter takes out Demon Foxboy. And it is slowly getting back the flashpoint here for Texas Wesleyan. And your Minnesota State Mavericks really need to work together here to get this flashpoint to push it to the 5th one. As it's high noon, and the Way of the Dragon has appeared. And Genji is doing some really good work here, trying to get the finish. Doesn't quite get there, but he does get Crispy. As one Genji takes out the other, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's not on the side of the Minnesota Mavericks. As Kyo takes out Mysteries, Ibri takes out Demon Foxboy. Tracer getting caught by that hammer. A 20-pound hammer, a 30-pound hammer right in his hand. As Ferox takes out Cloud, and Ibri takes out Kiriko. And it is not good, and they take the point and the map. Team 2 takes the victory. And I believe that is 2-0 for our Minnesota State loss for our Mavericks here. I think it's best of 3. Waiting for confirmation. Looks like I got a thumbs up. So it looks like, unfortunately, our JV team did not get there. Nice work by Texas Wesleyan here on both Atlas and the first map. Getting the hard points, getting the flash points. And it is, as you see on the scoreboard right down there, it is Mavericks 0, Texas Wesleyan 2. Welcome back to the booth here. Welcome back to the booth. But unfortunately, I was going to greet you with my whole spiel, but we're going to go we're going to cut the break here. Stay tuned, as our Minnesota State Mavericks varsity Overwatch team will be playing here. So they're going to be definitely looking to bounce back. We'll be coming back to you as soon as that match comes up.
We're students at Minnesota State Mankato, and we had a big idea. Turn our love of gaming into a varsity esports team. In our first year, we earned a national championship and created a fun and friendly community. Be a Maverick. Learn more at mnsu.edu.
Welcome back for the break. Welcome to this wonderful junior varsity matchup between your Minnesota State Mavericks Overwatch 2 junior varsity team against Texas Wesleyan. Unfortunately, you're joining us here. It is 2-0 as shout out to Skylander Erg. It is indeed Reinhardt. Why I forgot Reinhardt as he was my second favorite character to use in the first Overwatch, I'll never know. But I'm going to just chalk that up to old man brain. Minnesota Mavericks need to find a way to bounce back here, as Texas Wesleyan seems to have found any which way but loose to get the win there. And the reason we are back here, and I apologize for not knowing this, it is best of 5, first to 3. So shout out to my wonderful production team for making sure that we get back to it here. Looks like we're going to go to Kings Row here. And this map is a nice nostalgia button press. Well, as you can see right down there, my name is Old Man Dorf or Colin. Whichever one you feel like using today, ladies and gentlemen, as we need your support down there in the chat, because if anyone can make the comeback, it's our Mavericks team and our JV team. But they got some work ahead of them to do here for sure, as this Texas Wesleyan team is firing on all cylinders, and they look like a well-oiled machine as our Mavericks keep on finding ways to be able to push the issue, but it's just not good enough. Good play by our team here, as our wonderful tank player is doing some pretty good work as Zarya on that second round. So I would like to see them stick with it, as looks like we're about to enter the game here, ladies and or gentlemen. Looking forward to this. Should be a very good matchup. Look at this beautiful scenery. Holy shnikes. Nice little bookshop. Looks like we're in the UK. This is a nice nostalgia button press for your boy here. As we're walking around here, Alderworth's Hotel. That's not a good safe hotel, ladies and gentlemen. I can assure you of that, as I have lost many a life right in those hallways. As we're assembling our heroes in about 3 seconds, I get to shout out who we're gonna do, as we have switched sides. As Keo takes Zarya. Looks like we're going with Lucio instead. We got some. Oh goodness. We have Widowmaker and Genji's back here in the blue vans again, as we're holding this point and they're preparing to attack. Remember, kids, do your calisthenics. Stay in shape. It's better to be in shape than a shape, like your man, Old Man Dorf. As we're about to start the preparing. Yep. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2. as they're preparing the attack, and we're on defense here. We are down. If they take this map, it is series over for your Minnesota Mavericks, as we have to defend objective A, and we are doing some pretty good work here and getting to the point. Nice charge here, and then looks like Zarya's following the Lucio. Genji doing some attacking. It is Genji for Genji as we're getting to the center point. Good work here by Sai doing some wall running. Lucio trying to push the point. Master Play takes out Verox. Shout out! This is looking really good so far, as Objective A looks to be pretty well defended right now. Don't push too aggressively here. You don't want to. You don't want them comfortable, but at the same time, you don't want to be hyper aggressive. As Ibri takes out Demon Foxboy, and Reaper did not take the hint. Verox takes out Cloud, and that's not good, because there goes your healer. Verox takes out Cloud, Sai takes out Crispy, Ibri takes out Keo, and Winter takes out Master Play, along with Mystery taking out Sai, and it is Texas Wesleyan all the way right now. It is, and they are back at being able to take. They can now take the first objective, but it is 65, almost 65% of the way for the Mavericks here on the defending side. Just trying to Minnesota Mavericks trying to push, trying to find a way. Reaper tries to push the issue, but their Genji gets away. Nicely done by them, as Zarya's just firing her laser here on the point. Gets her secondary off. Doomfist misses the way of the fist here, as Ibri takes out Sai. Sai gets the regen, and it is not looking good so far. Come on, you guys can do it. And we're getting some nice Bastion, not Bastion, that is Baptiste play here, as Ibri takes out Cloud. Wow, this Cloud and Lucio cannot catch a break, as Sai takes out Mysteries. Baptiste doing some trying to avoid the Doomfist work here. Looks like we're trying to. Oop, there we go. Nice job. We get Demon Foxboy takes out Crispy with the shotguns, as Verox takes out Sai, Kiriko, and Verox with the Way of the Dragon. It is not looking good right now. Baptiste trying to get some fairs. Verox gets a 4-piece on your Minnesota Mavericks, and Texas Wesleyan is all in control here, as Doomfist is pushing the Baptiste. Pretty good work here by Texas Wesleyan doing the attack, but they're not taking the objective right now. Very interesting that they're not. As DJ Lucio pumps up the crowd, trying to pick up some speed. As Verox takes out Demon Foxboy and Mysteries takes out Sai, and it is rough. It is not cool run-ins. As Verox takes out Keo, and Verox takes out Cloud, and Mysteries takes out Master Play. And it's not looking so, and Mr. Stark, I'm not feeling so good right now, as Texas Wesleyan is doing a very good job of punishing our Mavericks team, as whenever they try to get past this double-decker bus here. Genji trying to push the issue here with the Way of the Dragon. Does, but Cloud gets a 2-piece on Ibri and Verox, and Sai does show the Way of the Fist to Crispy and Wu Yang, and Mystery takes out Master Play, unfortunately, with a nice shot. And we are capturing the point here, as Zarya is firing her laser and giving out some short shield, and we are now escorting the payload. Very nicely done here by the Minnesota State Mavericks, bouncing back after what looked to be a very dominant performance by Texas Wesleyan on this first point. Baptiste, remember, does have, looks like, both burst rounds and grenade launching, as Genji is pushing the issue here on the Baptiste. But it doesn't matter, as Master Play takes out Verox, but Ibri and Doomfist takes out Demon Foxboy. Ooh, this is looking good, but not for us, as Winter takes out Master Play. Master Play doing a very, does a good job of extending their life, but is not enough for Winter and that character there. For Winter and Blink. But we're back on I'm going to focus back on this point here. I'm going to focus on what I can control, which is Zarya controlling the payload. Like, I wish I could control conversations as well as that. As we get some reloads, pushing the payload. Looks like someone's fully energized over there. That Doomfist is fully energized. Firing the laser, firing the laser. Mysteries takes out Sai, unfortunately for us. But Kyo answers by taking out Verox, and that Genji got a little too aggressive. Baptiste doing some really good work here, getting some bursts, getting some ground fires. As Kyo takes out Crispy, very nicely done. The Wu Yang gets hit by Zarya's beam. Oh, time to go to night to night. Oh, and we're awake. So we're because of that, we're back at it here. As Zarya does a really good job, and we're doing a decently good job here of pushing that payload. Hitting the checkpoints, but we don't. How much left? Looks like we have a minute left to get to that point. Lucio's. Oh, now we're at stop the payload. Oh, nice squirt. Now stop. Then stop and go. Stop and go. Stop and go. It's like an indecisive person that doesn't know where they're going. As Demon Foxboy takes out one, Sai takes out, gets a two-piece, including Genji on Genji violence. As Zarya has to reload here. Looks like we're doing some punching to do some flexing. Zarya trying to get some additional workouts in by punching the wall. Evidently, that's a good way to harden muscle and harden bone. Excuse me, is by punching the wall a few times. Do not try that at home. This is like the WWE tags of do not try this at home unless you want injury, and we are not responsible or liable for any injuries happening that way. As the Reaper is doing a pretty good job of doing some pew-pewing with his shotguns as Doomfist pushes the issue and takes out Demon Foxboy. Wow, that was very impressive work by Ibri. Mysteries takes out Masterplay, and Ibri gets Kyo here and our tank, and Verox takes out Masterplay, aka Baptiste. And it is rough. It is rough skating over here for unfortunately right now. Good. Oh, nice job deflecting by the Genji here, getting the Doomfist to hit himself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. The spot is contested right now. It looks like we got an ult going off for their team, and we are still contested. Ferox takes out Kyo, excuse me, and Zarya, unfortunately. And Mysteries takes out Demon Foxboy, aka Reaper, and his Crispy takes Sai, and Verox takes out Masterplay once again. It is not easy going for this Mavericks team. Texas Wesleyan making sure that they earn every millisecond of advancement here, and it is not looking good for the Mavericks. Lucio trying to get some health over and gets punched in the face by Doomfist. Slowly, but Lucio over here pushing the tempo like he's the DJ of your favorite location of entertainment. As Lucio gets a nice frag on Winter, very nice push right there, I gotta say. Zarya's here. Mystery takes out Sai. Demon Foxboy takes out Mysteries in response. Ibri takes out Demon Foxboy. The Kyo takes out Verox and Kyo takes out Verox, and Cloud takes out Ibri, and we love to see it. Mavericks are pushing this to overtime. Slowly getting those meters up. Getting Zarya getting hit a little bit here. Their aerialist is doing some very good aerial work. Zarya is stuck at the bottom, getting hit by Doomfist and a combination of others. As Verox takes out Cloud, Mysteries takes out Masterplay for an assist as Verox shows them the way of the dragon. Mysteries takes out Kyo, and it is not looking good as round one complete. Drum roll, please. It is 0-1, and we take two. It is switching sides here. We took two, have a distance of 58.5 meters left to go. This should be an interesting sight to see if we can hold them back from moving the payload and taking the payload for that matter, as we're about to be assembling our heroes, and Minnesota State needs to find a way to stop this Texas Wesleyan team from connecting on all of these shots and these all just because it's just been overwhelming, this pressure from this Texas Wesleyan team. All right, looks like we're getting ready for battle. Our teams stay the same here for the most part. Looks like Anna's in now. Looks like we got Cassidy in. Sai has chosen to switch from Genji to Cassidy. Demon Foxboy staying with Reaper. I think that's Grandma Anna. Looks like I need to double check that, but I'm sure. But I think I'm right for once. For Cloud, Masterplay switches over to Reinhardt's younger one. Oh God, goodness, that is Bridget. Bridget. What are those two? And it's Kyo back with Zarya as we're watching Reaper punch the wall a good chunk of the time here as we're trying to attack objective A. But there is someone at the watchtower. All along the watchtower, people get the view. Nice shots here. Unfortunately, I think you're a little too far away for that there, Demon Fox Boy. Trying to get some shots on there, Ana. Getting hit, getting hit, getting hit. Reaper is following this character. Oh, as Doomfist gets taken out here by Cloud. Nicely done by Minnesota State Mavericks, taking out their Doomfist. And that is a very nice thing to see for sure. All right, Zarya trying to fire into her laser as Sai takes out Verox and Keo takes out Mysteries. Nicely done by Cassidy, getting a frag and an assist within the span of 10 seconds. Very, very, very nicely done here. Zarya just instigating, trying to see where everyone is, trying to get some more information. Sees some people, fires her laser a little bit, takes the health bar, gets back into it. Look over here, it is doing some good work. And Demon Foxboy gets taken out by Ferox. Sai takes out Ibri. So this is a very nicely done by Sai, taking out their tank, aka Doomfist. As Zarya is firing the laser, Cloud takes out Verox. Nicely done. Keo takes out Mysteries and gets a two-piece with Crispy. Very nicely done here. And Ana puts her Batuki to sleep. Nice shot by there, Ana. All right, we're on board here with Master Play, playing as a very, very cool character that I didn't get to play much on Overwatch 1, but she always seemed like a lot of fun, especially when I was using Reinhardt and it was Hammer v Hammer. Good, we're back here with Ana firing her sniper rifle, doing a good job here. Reaper teleporting it back up to the team and getting lasered by the Ana. Wow, Demon Foxboy getting taken out by Winner. And that was very impressive work by Texas Wesleyan. Cloud takes out Verox, nice shots. Mysteries takes out Keo, unfortunately, nicely done by their Cassidy. And Mysteries answers back and takes out our Cassidy, aka Sai. Mysteries all on a three-piece, takes out Master Play, and Ibri takes out Cloud, aka Ana, and this is not looking good right now. Very nicely done here by Texas Wesleyan to push the Minnesota State Mavericks away from the objective. And it's going to take a lot for Minnesota State to come back here. And now we have to stop the payload as Reaper is just phasing around, trying to find a way to find a hole, find a way to get closer to people with this shotgun. As Zarya is taking some shots, but giving some as well. Master Play getting some good healing. Keo doing some pretty good lasering as Genji pushes the issue. Venox takes out Sai. Mysteries takes out Cloud, but Keo takes out Mysteries and is answered back by Doomfist and Ibri. Master Play takes out Venox. Love to see it by Master Play. Loving the baby hammer work. Pushing the issue. Escort the payload, stop the payload, stop the payload. Can you guys pick one? Preferably the Minnesota State side. Oh, nice work by the Doomfist to get a little bit of damage on the Reaper. Regenerates a little bit back here. Looks like Texas Wesleyan has the spot, and they're moving around. And Minnesota State is trying to find a way to slow them down and stop the payload. As Ana's doing some pretty good work, getting some health. Doomfist pushes the issue on the Ana. Verox takes out Sai and gets a two-piece, picking up Master Play as well. Keo takes out Venox, but Venox takes Cloud on the way out. Zarya is doing some pretty good work trying to get this Doomfist away. Mysteries takes out Demon Foxboy, unfortunately, as Reaper loses to Cassidy, and Ibri takes out Keo, and that is tank-on-tank violence, and not in a good way for us and here at Minnesota State, here in Mankato, as Texas Wesleyan's doing a pretty good job of moving that payload. Getting a little bit of a time extension. Getting a little shot here and there, getting hit a little bit. Nice shield work a little bit there by Minnesota State. Doomfist is just firing their main, doing a little annoying things. Genji comes in. Doomfist gets put to sleep here like he's facing Samojo, and Keo takes out Venox. Very nicely done by Minnesota State. Cassidy getting some health back, trying to get some shots, get some good headshots here. Reaper getting some shots, but it's not good enough as Mystery takes him out. It is a mystery to see how they're doing this. as Mystery gets a 3-piece, taking out Sai and Cloud on top of that. Gets a 4-piece, picking up Master Play, and Ibri answers Keo, and it is not looking good. They are about to get the location, and they did. They got the slam dunk, and Team 1 takes the victory, and Texas Wesleyan takes it 3-0. Thank you for coming, Texas Wesleyan. They have promptly opened our mouths, fed us what we didn't want to eat, and now we have to eat crow. As we're here watching Mysteries pick up the finishing touches of their 4-piece. Nice reload, flashbang through the door, firing their shots, getting hit with their shots, and it is not looking good. And unfortunately, your Minnesota State Mavericks lose the best of 5, 3-0 against Texas Wesleyan. And it is, and you hate to see it. It just looked like there was overwhelming pressure from Texas Wesleyan, and there was nothing the Minnesota State Mavericks could do to bounce back. But I got to say, we'll bounce back. I got to say, we're going to bounce back. Before I transition over to commercials, I want to shout out Gillette Pepsi one last time before we move it over to our varsity matchup for Overwatch 2. As without Gillette Pepsi, we wouldn't be hydrated, we wouldn't be caffeinated, and we definitely would be looking a lot worse than we did today. And lastly, it is 3-0. Your Minnesota State Mavericks lose in the JV matchup of Overwatch 2 to Texas Wesleyan. And transition over to commercial, and we'll see you for the varsity matchup.